welcome sweet yogis, welcome to yoga. My name's Sarah. We'll get started in just a gentle sit. Let's take our hands to our heart. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. And on your out breath, reach to the right. So we're not trying to go anywhere too fast. We're just reaching. Maybe take your gaze up and then bring it back down. Working out the cervical spine. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do it again to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reach and lean. Gaze up, gaze down, gaze neutral. Inhale, come up, and exhale, squeeze your kidneys behind you. Let's do that again. Hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. Inhale, gather. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. And exhale, squeeze. Beautiful. Take your hands in front of you. We'll take the right hand to the palm and we'll push the fingers towards the elbow. So we're looking for like mad flexion here in the left hand. And now we'll take our hands down, left hand down. And now let's grab the wrists and take some circles, circles. And then we'll switch. Grab your fingers, take them up. Grab your fingers, take them down. Grab your wrists, roll it right, and then roll it left. Right. Take your hands together and hold them, like grab them like you're holding your own hand. Take a deep breath in, and on your out breath, pull your hands apart. Again, deep breath in, let go, and on your out breath, pull your hands like you're trying to grab onto those fingertips. Beautiful, and then release. All right, roll your shoulders one way, and then roll your shoulders forward, loosening up the shoulders. Maybe take some chicken arms here, pull it back, and then roll it forward. Gorgeous. All right, from here we'll meet in box pose. So for box pose, you stack your joints, your knees are under your hips, and your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, open to cow. On your out breath, curl under your toes, downward facing dog. First Surya Namaskara A. Warming up the spine in 7 different directions. Here we go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or float top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. And exhale, sink it low into chair. From here, we'll take a seat into boat pose, Navasana. From here, you're a V. If it's too much to take your feet all the way up, let's take your feet tiptoes to the floor. You can also be here, belly in, tuck your chin, ribs knitted back. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, heels together, toes together, lengthen up. And then a slow and steady exhale, forward fold. We'll take 5 breaths here in your butterfly pose. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release your feet. Let's take both your feet towards me. Paschimottanasana, the seated forward fold. Inhale, gather. On your exhale, let's take both of our hands, our pointer finger, middle finger to your big toes. Breathe in and breathe out, fold. Beautiful, breathe in and breathe out, fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, and on your out breath, let's send all that stagnant air at the base of your belly out. Beautiful, inhale, come up. And from here, we'll tuck this right foot in as close as you can to the hip joint. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Can you reach your toes today, your ankles? Maybe your nose touches your knee. Fluidity in our breath is our goal here. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath. In and out. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release your feet. We'll go on to the opposite side. Extend your right leg in front of you. Tuck in your left to the hip crease. Inhale, squaring your hips to your right foot. And you can take your arms up if you'd like. Exhale, fold. Nose to knee or chin to shin. Last breath here. Beautiful, exhale, release. All right, let's take tabletop. It's reverse tabletop. So your feet are on the mat. I'm do it sideways so you can see what my hips are doing. Your hands are behind you, fingertips towards your hips. So fingertips turn in. Feet are a little bit wider than hip distance. Belly in, inhale, exhale, lift your hips. Take your gaze, neutral or back. Beautiful, come to a sit, tuck your chin. Let's try that one more time. On your next in-breath, we're lifting through the hips, pull up through the pelvic floor, lift, lift, lift. Beautiful, and exhale, come all the way down. All right, from here, we'll take butterfly again. This time we'll find some mobility in the hips. And keep here, I'm gonna exit the pose to move my camera, so when I start to flow today, you can see not just my feet. I'm in a new studio today. We just opened up in Frisco, Texas. So wherever you're joining in from today, welcome. We'll be working through Surya Namaskara A, again, working through warming up the spine. Surya Namaskara B, we'll move on to next, we'll warm up the hips. If you've been coming for a while and have any variations that you can add, whether it's handstand transitions or deeper folds, please go there. Know that this will be safe for pregnancy. If you need to modify though, please always modify. If you get dizzy from the transition from say, head below your heart to standing, I want you to sit down and take a break. All right, arms inside body, Samastitihi. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, side drip over to the right. Inhale, high. Exhale, side drip over to the left. Inhale, high. Exhale, squeeze your kidneys. That just like your angel wings. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, up. And exhale, forward fold. Swan dive down flat back till you get to the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or float it back on your toes or on your knees. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Let's take 5 breaths here, in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Beautiful, inhale, bend the knees forward, and exhale, walk or float. You're at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, let's come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more time, just like that. Inhale, gather. Exhale, rock it to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk or float it back on the toes or knees, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. 5 breaths in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 more. And last one. Inhale, the knees are forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Samastitihi. Arms inside body. All right, take your arms out. Let's take our gaze back, center, back, center. Just working on finding space along the spine, syncing breath with movement. And then we'll find stillness here at the top of the mat, ready for Surya Namaskar B. So now we get our hips involved. We get our hips open. Inhale, sweep up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Heels bear most of your weight. Shifting a little bit of weight into your toes. We want to keep our hips nice and low. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And a downward facing dog. Step the right foot in between the hands. Dial down the back foot, warrior one. So we have equal amount of weight in both feet. Your shoulders and your hips are square to the front. Your gaze is slightly lifted. It's a powerful pose. We're strengthening the biggest muscles in our body. But we're also finding balance here. If you feel off balance, I want you to take your next inhale, find your center, find a spot on the front of the room that's not going to move. On your exhale, sink a little deeper into this lunge. Beautiful. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, frame your front foot, step it back, chaturanga. Roll over the toes, and roll back to downward facing dog. Left side, step the left foot in between the hands, dial down the back foot, warrior one. Big breath in here. Big breath out, sink and soften. Pulling this right hip point forward will help you stabilize the hips. Beautiful. And from here, both hands down on your out breath, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Step the right foot in between the hands, dial down the back foot. Open up, warrior two. So now our hips are underneath our shoulders. We're a straight line of energy from left finger to right middle finger, gaze forward. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, tip it forward, find a triangle pose. It's one of my favorite poses for pregnant mamas because the hips really give you a lot of support to keep an open tummy here. Beautiful. Let's keep our equal amount of weight in both feet. Tuck your right glute under ever so slightly. Take your gaze up if you can. Top hand and core pull you all the way up. Let's take both toes in. So both toes towards the left. Tee out your arms, breathe in. And exhale, forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. If you want to bend one knee then the other, really get into the inner arches of the legs. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll walk it to the front of the house for runner's lunge. Back knee down, top of the back foot down. It's a nice open twist. Left hand can stay, right arm up. That's just an option if for some reason the belly is getting in the way. I want you to stay in this lizard lunge where the belly has lots of room. Beautiful. And then from here, let's straighten our front leg for your half split pose, Ardha Hanumasana. And again, if your belly needs more room, you can always take the leg out to the side. Beautiful. And from here, we'll curl under the back toes and step it all the way up. Bone by bone, we'll roll up and take it on the opposite side. Step your right foot back, 45 degrees or so. Bend it open, warrior two. Hips under shoulders, gaze forward. Virabhadrasana two, equal amount of weight in both feet. Rooted, lifted. Beautiful. Inhale, flip your front palm, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And from here, we'll straighten the front leg. Take your left hand down, right arm up. You can always walk this back foot up if it's too big of a space. Sometimes the gait's too big and the stretch isn't effective. So if you're moving into a space that is just like unattainable or it hurts, I want you to walk your back foot up. Tuck your left glute under, belly in, gaze up. Beautiful. Top hand and core pull you up. Let's take both feet towards this side of the room. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. We'll plant our right hand, inhale, left arm up. Gaze up. And then we'll switch, left hand down. These are big open chest, open belly twists. And both hands down. Let's roll it up bone by bone. Turn your toes out, I'll face you. Turn your toes out ever so slightly. Breathe in. on your out breath, bend both legs. So we're in God or Goddess squat. It's a great time to connect with the baby. You can put one or both hands on your tummy, one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Fluidity in our breath is our goal. I'm gonna exit the pose. I want you to stay here for 2 more deep belly breaths. Checking our time here. Beautiful. And on your next inhale, squeeze the glutes on your way up. We'll hop it to the top of the mat. You're back where we started at Samastitihi. Inhale, scoop up, chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And then on your exhale, let's just space our feet apart. And they're slightly turned out so that it can fit your low yogi squat. This is Malasana, hands at your heart. Malasana is a beautiful place to practice your Kegels, your pelvic floor exercises. So if you need some Kegeling today, I invite you to take the next 10 breaths, focusing your awareness entirely on your pelvic floor. Breathe in. On your out breath, I want you to Kegel. I want you to pull the bathroom muscles up and in, engage your pelvic floor wall. This will help with delivery, postpartum, anything from hemorrhoids to organ prolapse, things we don't, we want to try to stay away from. Inhale, release. Spine's nice and straight. Exhale, pull everything up, up, up. Squeeze the bathroom muscles. Inhale, release. And exhale, squeeze. I'll give you 6 more breaths or so. Just remember, you squeeze on the exhale. Once you hit like 38 weeks, I want you to flip it so you would be squeezing on the inhale, releasing on the exhale, but until you get there, let's squeeze on the exhale. Beautiful. Last 5. 4. Last 3. Beautiful breath. 2. And 1. Take a big open arm reach, left arm up, right hand in front of you, gaze up. And we'll come back to center, just take it on the opposite side. Remember, any pose that constricts the belly, let's try to avoid it if you go to a group class. So see how everything's nice and open here. What we wouldn't want to do in a class is get into anything that would like constrict it, like any binds or any weird twists, any weird arm balances where you're, constricting blood flow or oxygen flow. All right, push into your heels. Let's come to seat standing. Root to rise, come all the way up. Like it's your first stretch of your day. Hands come to your heart. Let's take it down to the mat. First some floor work before we go today. All right, both feet in front of you. If your tummy needs it, you can separate your feet. If not, feet are together. Forward flexion, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands down. Fold. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Beautiful. We'll make our way into Shavasana. If you have your favorite Shavasana, I want you to go there. I want us to avoid lying flat on your back. So if you have a t-shirt or a sweater, if you're at home today, you even have a pillow. I might have a pillow in this closet. So we put a pillow right at our sacrum or low back. We just don't want anything getting in the way of that blood flow. I do have a pillow. All right. So your pillow would go right at your lumbar spine. So right about here. There's also lots of different variations we can do. Let me see if I can get my feet up the wall here. So if you have a wall nearby, I want you to place your sacrum right on your pillow and take your legs all the way up to your wall. Okay, I'm at a window here. And you're just getting fresh blood to the lower extremities. Just make sure wherever you are on your back, your hips are padded. If legs up the wall, as we into karate, feels not so good for you today. You can also take sideline Shavasana. You do not have to pad your hips for sideline Shavasana because you are in fact on your side. And you can take a pillow in between your knees to stabilize the hip. You're going to take this forearm underneath your head like a pillow, and we'll be here for about 10 breaths or so. All mine at a time. I'm going to exit the pose, but all mine at a time, and I'll wake you up. To signal the end of your Shavasana, you'll hear 3 chimes. Breathe and rest. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up your belly, your ribs, your chest. Open up your mouth wherever you are. Exhale. Let go of your heaviness. Put down something you're carrying. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Slowly start to come back to the room. And know that this moment, this feeling, this relaxation wave, whatever you want to call it, it's always available to you, and most of the time it's only a few deep breaths away. Let's slowly make our way back to seated. I ask that if you're on your side, or if you're on your back, roll to your side first. If you're on your side, push it to the earth, come to seated. We'll close with a deep breath in through your nose. Arms at your side, body, gather up all this beautiful energy today. Take it with you. Hands meet in top and high prayer. On a slow exhale, they come to the crown of your head for peaceful thoughts. In between your eyes, your intuition, your inner knowing, all the way down to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. That's a place where you just see yourself and send yourself as many blessings and as much love as you can. And even if you're struggling, you are not failing. You are a good mother. You are right on time. Thank you for coming to yoga today. All my love, all my light, and all my blessings from my heart to yours. Namaste.